Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Midweek Midday Talkshow with Auntie Tima. Happy International Girls' Day to all our amazing queens around the world. I woke up this morning very, very excited, because that day I've been waiting for is here. I love every opportunity to celebrate girls, and they know it. They know that I love them, and I'm always very proud of them because I am of the school of thought that girls have a lot on their inside, and if given the opportunity, if properly managed, if properly guided, they will grow to become really great superstars. So please, guys, join me to celebrate all our girls. Yes, so if you're just joining me, I want you to say something in the comment section so that I know that you're here. And please, this is that time for you to start inviting your friends. Yes. Don't wait until there is a problem, then you now dial and say, go and talk to this woman, go and talk to this man. This is the time for you to call them in a hurry. In fact, I call it an emergency. I call mentoring an emergency. I call training teenagers an emergency because we usually wait too long. When there's a problem, then boom, everybody starts saying you can do this, you can. Everybody now becomes automatically a counselor or a soldier. So how do I look with this my commandant shirt? All right, so yes, so good to see you. If you have a daughter, have you celebrated her? I see you, Agura. Thank you so much for always being here. God bless you. Now, today we're going to be talking about something that is highly important to me. Very important to me. Because, I believe that if you equip a girl, you empower her. The equipping is the empowering. Many times people just come and say, let's empower the girls, let's empower the girls. With what? With what exactly are we empowering her? We need to empower her with skills. We need to empower her with abilities. We need to empower her with capacity. That is what empowerment means. That's why sometimes I'm not too excited about girl enthusiasts or advocates because they are carrying placards and they're shouting, give the girl a voice, let the girl breathe. They're shouting, oh, equal gender equality and all that. When the girl is given an opportunity to compete with her contemporary to actually be equal, can she? Let's be serious, let's be sincere. Can she really? Can she compete on the international scene, on the national scene? Where can she compete in, or who can she compete with? Can she even compete with her fellow gender? This is what the conversation is all about, and that is why I'm usually a bit different when it comes to my posture on advocacy for girls. I love to do the work. I love to do the hard work. Yesterday, my gym coach was saying that productive activities are always hard. Productive activities are harder. He said people would rather dance to lose weight than do the physical workout. Meanwhile, the physical workout is where you get the real results. So result-driven activities, that's the word he used. Result-driven activities are usually harder. It's usually easy for people to just come and, let the girls, allow girls to leave the kitchen. When they leave the kitchen and come to the sitting room, when they leave the kitchen and come to the boardroom, when they leave the kitchen and come to the world stage, what do they have to offer? Except their fine faces. What? I didn't come to give fire today. I just came to celebrate my girls. Please believe me. I feel like somebody is already saying Azetima is here again. Okay, so let's talk about 7 essential skills that every girl, every single girl, regardless of which nation of the world she lives in, what are those essential skills she needs to survive, to thrive, and to shine in our world today? Of course, you're not going to hear beauty here, anything fashion, you're not going to hear it here. Because truly, that's not what they need as such. Now, what does it mean for something to be essential? I love definitions. For something to be essential, it means it is absolutely necessary and extremely important. For something to be essential, it must be intentionally done and not left to chance. It must not be left to choice or to choices. I might or I might not, I mightn't. For something to be essential, it must be beneficial and clearly understood. So if you don't understand that these girls need these skills I'm going to be sharing with us, and your girl too doesn't understand why she needs them, then it's not an essential for her. Both the benefits and the consequences of not having these skills, highly important. And please don't have the mindset that is for a particular class of girls. I'm talking about any girl that needs to survive, thrive, or shine anywhere in the world. These skills are universal, by the way. These skills are timeless, by the way. These skills have always been in existence and will continually be in existence. In fact, they are transgenerational. So these are skills that you want to bring up your daughter with and even get her to pass it on to her own daughters. Very essential. Can you guess what the first one is? Somebody guess. Somebody guess. Somebody guess that very highly essential, important, and necessary skill for our girls. Yes, I'm counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me give it to you for free. The first most essential skill, if I may use the phrase, is the skill of discernment and spirituality. Somebody's already saying, no, Tetima Spirit Coco shall come again. Yes, I'm here again. Now, this is why this is important. You, you know, girls naturally are intuitive. Girls naturally are sensitive. It is girls that will tell you, I had a feeling that it was not going to work. I had a feeling that we should not have gone. I have a feeling, I have a feeling, I have a feeling. That feeling, in quotes, is actually what is called intuition. And girls have been gifted with it. So it's like it comes naturally. It's like it comes easily. They don't have to think about it, over calculate it. While a boy is trying to be logical about it all, a girl just knows it. And when you ask her, how did you know? She'll say, I don't know. I just knew it. Now, she's supposed to use this skill not to intimidate, frustrate, or threaten people. No. She's supposed to use it to preserve her life. She's supposed to use it to color her destiny. She's supposed to use it to make the world a better place. When we talk about discernment and spirituality, I asked the girls at the Girls' Hub on Saturday, we had our prayer and fasting for the last quarter of the year. And I asked the girls, who was the first person that Eve saw? Who was the first person that Eve saw when she was created? Adam or God? Yes, parents, answer me. You are my students today. Get ready. Hello, ma'am. So good to have you here. Thank you, Choma. Thank you, Madam Augusta. These are the mothers of my girls. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I'm waiting for your answer today. Oh, today I'm your coaches. I'm your coach. I'm your teacher. Who was the first person that Eve saw when she opened her eyes after creation? Please be close to your phone because I'm going to be asking you questions. Yes, first correct answer. Adam or God? Who was the first person that Eve saw? Because this is what explains why a woman is naturally drawn to God. So I see some answers say Adam. I see some people say God. Some people say Adam. No, the first person. You see, if it was my girls, now people would have been dragging my girls. Your answers are those of you that said Adam, it is wrong. The Bible says that God created Eve and brought her to Adam and brought her to Adam. So the first person that Eve saw was God. It was God who created her, it wasn't Adam. Adam was sleeping now. Do you remember? See my girls, so my girls are smart. They got it too. My girls, right? They got it. Those of you that are the girls, go and ask your daughters. When I asked them this question, just one person said Adam. The rest of them said God. And they were right. So you've learned something new today. In fact, Bible scholars even say that when after God created Eve, they must have been having a conversation to say, look, you know what? I'm taking you to meet a man I want you to live with. I'm handing you over. That's what Bible scholars say. So yes, God, Mrs. Ian says, hand covering eyes. You cover your eyes, but yes, this is true. This is good. And I think this is a conversation you should have with your girls. This is a good conversation point. Just talk about it and then emphasize the need for a girl to be spiritual. A girl should be spiritual because her natural habitat is God. That's why when you go to church, you see that there are more women than men. That's why when you go to prayer meetings, there are more women than men. That is why when anything spiritual, you see women there. There's just something that draws us. It is this generation that is trying to change it, and we must not let them. This generation is trying to make them feel like, oh, you're too cool, you're too beautiful, you don't need God. That's not true. And that's why you see that girls are having a lot of mental health problems, emotional problems, because there's a void. Once you don't have God, there's a void in you as a girl. If you like, have 10,000 men fall at you, kiss your feet. Have 10 million men praise you, affirm you, give to you, treat you like a lady, like a baby. If you don't have God, I mean God the Father, you have a gap. And that is why our girls must understand that it is important for them to build discernment. When it comes to discernment, I'm talking about discerning people, discerning places, discerning platforms. Who should you be connecting with? Where should you be going? What should you be doing when you get there? Which opportunity should you take? Which should you not take? When I see girls just, anything that is trending, they hop on it. They are not discerning to know that this is risky for me. This is dangerous for my destiny. They are not discerning enough. So if you don't tell them, if you're not watching the place of prayer, if you're not hovering around them, then they keep entering one danger spot to the other. Why is it girls that they use for rituals? Why are they the ones? They say because their parts are what? The same genitals they have, guys have. So how come theirs is so easy to get? And this is why it hurts me when we raise girls that are gullible and naive. I had a parent say to me recently, "Oh, Tetima, my daughter doesn't know these things, so she's so naive, and it's okay because I'm preserving her innocence." That's not true. That's not true. She's at risk. She's at risk of danger and attack. She's vulnerable to these wicked people because she's not discerning. She doesn't know that, oh, this thing is not going to end up good for me. And she doesn't have to be 18 to know that. You can start training your daughters from age 8 or even earlier. Look at Miriam. Miriam was just 5, Bible scholars say, when she was put by the side of the river to watch her brother. She was discerning. She knew that, oh, this is the. Did they ever tell her who the princess was? Did they ever tell her how what was going to happen? At 5, she was already discerning. So please, I think that 5 should be the benchmark for beginning to train our daughters to be discerning. Okay, now let's go to the next one. And please, I want us to know that gullibility and naivety from girls is not just a weakness. For me, it's an offense, it's a sin. It is a sin for me, right? At the girls' home, you have committed a serious offense if you come and say, I did not even know. You see this, ma? I did not even know what happened. I did not even now know, that's how they say it. I did not even now know what now came and happened. That was how that boy now did this to me. That was how those girls now did this to me. What were you doing when it was progressing? Why are you not observant? Why are you not discerning? Why can't something in you stir you up, spur you up, or wake you up to see that you are in danger or that you will soon be in danger? Why? Why? The other day, my daughter was going out with her friends, and I was talking to her, safety measures. She was like, "Mom, you don't know how much we pray when we enter when we enter a Uber car or a boat car." I said, you people should be pressing your phone now. Don't pray. They're like, no, 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 no. Once we enter, we are very alert. You better be. You better be alert because mom is at work. Dad is at work. You're on your own. So it's not even, a case of I know how to protect my child. I know how to all those things. It is not. That's not the conversation here. Your daughter would be left alone at many times in her life. Is she discerning? Is she discerning? Is she spiritual? Does she sense that, oh, I need to get into a state of intercession? I need to pray now. Or your daughter is too cool to pray, too posh. Yesterday I heard of something, rich teen vibes, where your daughter is too rich. I don't know who made teenagers rich. How is a teenager rich? Rich from what or with what? Your money? Come off it. Your teenager cannot be rich with your money. Your teenager will be rich with her legally made or earned cash. That's what makes a teenager rich, not your assets. That's not what makes a teenager rich. For you to be rich, you have to have earned it. You have to have worked legit for it. Please tell them that I said so. So let nobody come, let your teenagers not come and give an aid because you have money. Hello. Okay, so let's go to the second skill. The second skill is the skill of self-expression and self-confidence. Now, where does this skill come from? This skill comes from discovering who you are. As a girl, the journey to self-discovery and self-awareness is a responsibility for every girl. The best we can do is to teach them how to go about it, but we can't do it for them. Every time you're the one telling them what are their strengths, they don't know. Your daughter doesn't already know where she functions easily and where she's struggling. I mean, how do you express what you're not aware of? Expression is a big deal, please, guys. Expression is a big deal for girls. So girls must be taught how to run what I call an open mind policy, OMP. Open mind. Girls, their minds are too closed. That's why you see almost on a daily basis. Parents are reaching out to me. My daughter does not talk. My daughter is always hiding things. And it's amazing because in the girls' hub, we have the opposites. You saw the testimony I posted yesterday. My daughter is more open. My daughter is more open. My daughter is more open. Why? There is a skill. You have to teach her how to open. Most girls, most girls don't know how to speak up or speak out. They want to they want to cry to tell you that they are not happy about something. Why? Why are you crying? Exactly why are you crying? Why are you hissing? Why are you walking away? Why are you banging the door? Can't you just find a way to say, Mommy, I don't like what you did. Daddy, this is not fair. Can't they just say it? You see how simple this sentence is? It is very tough for a girl. So remember the OMP, open mind policy. Teach them how to say what is in their mind. It is from girls ahead of murderous thoughts. Girls. It's from girls I saw I self-harm. Inside my mind, I'm self-harming myself. It's from girls ahead it. Yesterday was mental health day, and I was saying that one of the major challenges we have is the high rate of girls having mental health problems because they are internalizing things too much. Their minds are too closed. Everything inside him, everything inside him, everything inside this same one mind, this only one mind, this is one two minds, one mind. A girl will keep her anger, she will keep her anxiety, she will keep her displeasure, she will keep her disappointment, she will keep her everything inside her. Only one mind. Why would she have mental health problems? Why? This is why at the girls' hub, some people want to see the curriculum of the girls' hub, and I'm saying you don't get it. The girls' hub is a way of life. We're teaching our girls how to live. And one way to live well is to have an open mind. Yesterday night, I had this very funny, off the hook, call from one of my girls. I think they live in the US. And her mother said, "Oh, Tetima, your daughter wants to talk to you and all that." So I found time, and by the time immediately I picked, "Can I please see your face?" I said, "Okay, yes, ma." I put on my video. She said, "I'm here to report myself. I am here to report." I was shocked. Like, seriously? Just like that? A girl? Oh, I felt proud. Honestly, it was a proud moment for me. I felt like if every girl can be this expressive, then we don't. And her mom was somewhere close by. And she was reporting herself, saying what she did. She was rude to her mom. She was not trying to explain why, what happened afterwards. She was explaining how her mother has been subtly keeping malice with her. She was expressing how she's not happy about it. I was so impressed. I didn't know whether to laugh. I didn't know whether to just start scolding her. I didn't know whether to start correcting. I was just so excited. If I have one other girl expressing herself, opening up what is in her mind, if I have one extra girl, I have reduced significantly the rate of mental health problems in girls. I've reduced that rate, I've reduced that number. But it didn't start today. Eventually, we settled it. I had to call her mom. So I wish I videoed it. Honestly, it was such a beautiful sight. My husband was around and he was like, "Oh." And this is not the first time. I've had sessions with girls. There was one if she was 16. I had to talk to the mom, talk to her, and then get two of them to settle. I was just watching. Such a sweet sight to behold. And the girl said, "Mommy," because I teach them in the girls' hall, you must be able to say what you did wrong, say what it is you did not like, then say what it is you want. Those three things, you have to state it clearly. So be aware. So the girl knew, she came ready, stated what it is that went wrong, stated where she was wrong, stated what was happening that she didn't like, and then stated what she wanted. She wanted to reconcile with her mom. And they did it and it was so pleasant. Please, it is important for us. Let us teach our girls to speak up fearlessly, to speak up with the mindset that nobody can kill me. Parents, teach your girls to say, look, even this my yearly, my anger, those of you that refuse to stop yelling, tell your girls that, look, this my yelling, na coping, no, coping mechanism. I cannot kill you. Your father cannot kill you, just shouting. And tell them. Tell them that nobody has the power to take their lives away from them. And for me, the fear of death is the highest level of fear. So if you're not afraid of death, then you should not be afraid of anybody. Because it is this fear that makes girls lie. It is this fear that makes girls steal. It is this fear that makes girls, succumb to peer pressure. Teach them that that no matter how anointed, how trained, or how gifted they are, nobody on earth can fulfill purpose without making their thoughts or feelings known. And the ability to make your thoughts known, the ability to make what you're feeling known, that action you're taking, that self-expression, that's what self-expression means. And the more you're expressing yourself, the more you're gaining confidence. That's why you see that my girls can stand anywhere and do anything and they're fine. Why? They are used to expressing themselves. Now, let's go to number 3. Teachability, vulnerability, and accountability. Teachability, vulnerability, and accountability. These skills are all ingredients of self-development. Every girl needs to be teachable. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with my daughter, and she was saying, how come when they're having sessions for boys alone, maybe like in a boys' academy, like in the one that Coach Ebuka runs, and I'm sure there are a few others, or even in a class, in any place where they are training, how come you see boys more than girls? I said, answer. I told her, you think about it. She said, oh, because girls, she said, no, she answered with in favor of the boys. She said, because boys don't like arguments, they like peace. So when their parents say, come, I'm registering you for this class, they just go like, okay, mom, and they just go to the class. But you see girls, I still have some girls in the girls' hub that are still dragging their parents or registering them. Did I tell you I wanted to go be in an academy for girls? Did I tell you? That's it. That is it. And I tell the parents, don't bulge. Don't give up to their pressure. In fact, if you do, you're blacklisted. Yes. You're blacklisted because you're teaching these girls not to learn, not to love learning. You're teaching them not to be teachable. You're teaching them not to be accountable, not to be vulnerable to someone else that is not you. So I blacklist you. Your daughter comes and drags you. She's dragging her leg. She doesn't want to do what they said Atetima said they should do, and you're allowing her. Tomorrow she tell you, I don't know what this pastor is even talking. I've heard girls, even in the girls' home, complain about their teachers, complain about their parents, complain. Girls, they're always complaining when it comes to learning. It's a natural weakness for that gender, as far as I'm concerned. Which is why we must go out of our way to intentionally teach them that, look, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want it. It's boring. Those are all mere excuses, and excuses don't count in the palace. In the palace, the king's word is final. He speaks, you move. Finish. So, my darling, you will enjoy it. It's girls that will tell you that they are tired of this class. It's girls that will tell you they are tired of this process. It's girls that will tell you, why did they tell them to journal? It's girls that will tell you, why did they tell me to go to that class? Or why did they? It's only girls that complain. How is she going to shine in this world where you cannot take instructions, when we have heard countless times that successful people fly by instructions? A plane flies because they are instructed. There's a path they are following. You can't say as a pilot that no, I don't want to fly on by this feet. I want to fly here. You can't go, you can't fly anyhow you want. So for your girl to fly in this generation, she must be teachable. Yes, these are the excuses they give. They're easily bored. None of my friends, mommy, have you seen anybody? That's what my daughters ask me. Have you seen anybody in this generation wearing this things I should wear now? Oh, have you seen anybody? My mates, this is not what my mates are doing. No. This is not what my mates are catching cruise. They have a lot of vibes. Why do you want to kill my vibes? That's what they will ask you. It's normal. So your job is to explain to them and encourage them. That is it now. That's what your job is. Your job is not to enable them. I've heard, there was a time my mother came to me and said, oh, my daughter, she does not understand what they are doing here. Oh, she does not understand. Oh, her daughter, she has fallen off. She's not participating. She's not enjoying it. She's not. Meanwhile, other girls are throttling. Other girls are throttling. Other girls are throttling. And you're just enabling your daughter to be complaining. Why are you enabling your daughter to be complaining? Hello, mommy, my mom is here. Thank you so much, ma. Other girls, my mom used to say something. She'll say, go and struggle like other people. If other people are there, that means you can be there. You're not going to die. Go there. If other people are coping, go and cope. And this is one thing, this is one answer you should give to them. For those of us that they like asking questions, Mrs. D says everything is why. Exactly. Check it now. You give an instruction to your children. Your son will just move. He will just move. Your daughter stays back. She's doing like this. She's dragging her leg. In other words, I don't understand this thing you say we should do. What is all this? Can't somebody just breathe? Can't somebody just have their space? Some girls will say, sometimes the girls in the girls will come and report their mothers to me, forgetting I'm a mother too. But it's okay, I'm their queen mother. They say, Auntie Tima, our mothers tell them to get off our necks. Mothers are choking us. I understand. So in as much as we'll try to balance it, we will not enable them to be unteachable. No. This teachability, you will learn how to be teachable. You will learn how to learn. That is what self-development is all about. How are you going to become a star? How are you going to become a celebrity as a girl when you don't like learning? How exactly? That's why I insist. It's better for you to be late in submitting your task in the girls' hub than not to submit at all. Be complaining, be late, but be submitting. Yes, I'm teaching them that when it comes to self-development, it is key. It is core. You cannot thrive in a world like ours without being teachable, without learning. A girl went and told her mom that, what are they teaching me that I can Google these things? I said, you see, this is the attitude. She already feels like she has arrived. Nobody can teach her anything. How can? And I said to the girls, you girls teach me. Girls teach me. I go to a class to teach them. I end up learning from them. So please, important that your girls must be teachable. Let's go to the next one. Independent thinking, problem solving, solution giving, value adding. Independent thinking, problem solving, solution giving, and value adding. This is me simply saying, teach your girls the act of reasoning. Teach your girls the act of processing information. Teach your girls the act of making sound judgments, sound decisions in such a way that both them and their world are beneficiaries of that activity, of that action, of those choices. Teach them. See, this thing you just said now, This thing you just did you think it through? Did you process it? Did you judge? That's why it says it's the act of sound judgment. The act of sound judgment. Okay, so vulnerability, accountability, and teachability are one. It's one skill. Then we're doing independent thinking, problem solving, solution giving, and value adding. They're just different phrases, different sides to the same coin. Yeah. So it's the same thing. When you're teachable, you're vulnerable to your teacher and you're accountable to your teacher. If you're not teachable, accountability will not work. When I want to hold you accountable as your queen mother, you will not agree because you're not teachable. So it goes hand in glove. Yeah. So I was saying, teach your girls to process information. Teach them to process their choices. So this decision I want to make, this choice I want to take, this is the downside. This is the benefit. This is the advantage. This is the disadvantage. Don't do it for them. Stop doing it for them. And in the process, they're going to make mistakes. It's fine. Don't also rescue them. Allow them. Now, allow these girls make decisions regardless of how difficult it is. Forget about the fear or anxiety that comes from making these independent decisions. I know that this decision your daughter is going to make is not going to end up well. The ability to sit still and allow her make that choice is a way of honing this skill. So your daughter goes to make her hair and she comes back home by 8:30. You are anxious, you are afraid, but you allow her. It was her choice to make. Since morning, she didn't go to make the hair. She went when it was almost night. Then she comes back, you're so scared, but you let her go through it. When she comes back, at a convenient time, you have the conversation about keeping late nights, about the risk that is involved. Ask her, were you not afraid? No, ask her those questions so that next time when because it's even possible that she did not think of the risk. If you let her come home when she was supposed to come home as early as she should, she wouldn't know that keeping late night is risky. She won't know. Because now you'll be asking her questions like, what if you didn't get a means of coming back? What if, it rained and everywhere was shut down? What would you have done? When you ask her those questions, it increases her ability to make better choices and better judgment. She's able to judge and say, no, this one is not too good. This one is okay. This one is 50-50. If I take it, I get it, or if I lose it, I've lost it. That kind of thing, you have to allow her. Because one thing about this skill, independent thinking, you become better as you practice it. Yes, you become better at it. I met a girl, one of my teenagers, she's now a young adult. She told me how she struggled schooling in the UK. She said, because Auntie Tima, when I was in Nigeria, my parents do all the thinking for me. Every single decision is made for me. So when I came to the UK to school, I kept missing deadlines. I kept missing, tasks. I just kept missing stuff, important things to my own life because my parents were not there to help me out. She said I struggled almost for the whole of first year, 100 level. I struggled because I had to keep snapping out of the cool zone where, I'm just chilling and mom is just racking her head. I had to realize that, oh, mom, I'm now alone. No. Why would you want that for your child? Why would you want to wait until it's almost putting them in trouble? It affected academics, yes. It affected it because, she was coming to school late. Everything was just upside down because of a simple skill, not so simple skill, actually, like independent thinking, critical thinking. Do you know that it's only when your child can think that she can solve a problem? Yes. So when you say, my child is a solution provider, my child is a valuable child, he has confessing, and yet you are not doing the foundation, which is allowing them to make the sound decisions and choices. How is your prophecy going to come to pass? How? She needs to start thinking before she does a lot of things. You want to go for this party, why? You want to go for this event, why? You want to use an iPhone. Now we're having the iPhone conversation where an 18-year-old, was she up to 18? 18, how old? 16, 17 or 18, was asking her parents for iPhone 8. And her parents were cursing her. That was curse. Cursing her. Can't you? You're not serious. You not pass. You are fighting all that fight. If she could not think through the process and know whether she was worthy of it or not, then there's a problem. Okay, she could not. Could you not? Can we not use this opportunity and teach her to think? By the time you're done asking her some questions, she will know if she needs the phone or not. It's not by raking. It's not by threatening. It's not even by blackmailing them emotionally. It's by them thinking. Let them think about it and go and come back and say, okay. The school my daughter wants to go to, my husband said, why do you want to go to this school? Why? Why exactly? Oh, is this, is that, is that? List it down. You too, look at it. Does it look, we don't just want you to do things because, oh, you feel like it's cool. Why exactly? So it's going to make you think that, oh, this thing has to be worth it before I get it. If they can think, they can solve problems. If they can think, they can add value. Now we see people that are just going to work. They just come to work. They don't add anything. Just at the end of the month, pay them salary. They don't add anything to the organization. They don't add any value to their bosses. Nothing. They just come and fill the number, get paid, and take off. Look for a higher paying job. When they go, nobody misses them because they were bringing nothing to the table. Miriam was 5, but she brought value to her family. 5 years old. How she stood still and made sure her brother left that basket to the palace. That is a problem-solving girl. Yes, if you can think, you can add value. Let's go to the next one. And I love this one. Mental toughness and ruggedity. Mental toughness and ruggedity. Now, mental toughness is a quality of mind. Please listen. Mental toughness is a quality of mind or intellect that is characterized by refusal to be intimidated, by refusal to be bullied out. It is a determination to finish a task even when things are going badly or not going as expected. It is an ability to control your emotions so that you can remain highly focused even when you're under pressure or unfavorable circumstance. You don't like it, like boot camp. The teenagers are sleeping on a 6 spring bed. They have to wake up at 5 a.m. They have to eat swallow every lunch. They have to sit still for classes for a long time. They don't like it. But you have to stay to the end. It's 5 days. You stay from day 1 to day 5. How do you cope when you're doing something that is not particularly exciting? It's a mind work. You have to tell yourself that, you know what, I'm not particularly enjoying it here, but I'm going to stay to the end. I'm going to stay to the end. I'm going to make sure that I come out of this successfully, which is also another reason why I don't let people drop out of the girls' hall. At the time, we're not following. Find a way to follow. And the thing is overwhelming. Find a way to juggle it all up together. Find a way. You have to find a way. Because if you step aside or you step down or you step out, you're teaching your child to be mentally lazy, not mentally tough. Yeah. You're teaching, you're not giving her the opportunity to build the muscle. There's something called mental muscles. So the way you have physical muscles is the same way you have mental muscles, muscles in your mind, the muscles that stretch you beyond your capacity. Yesterday, my gym instructor was saying that the weight that a weightlifter is carrying doesn't become less. It doesn't become less. He just builds more capacity and it becomes stronger. So when he's carrying it, it's looking easy. On the first day, he was looking like he was going to faint, looking like he was going to die. Do you think the weight became lighter? No. And I tell my girls that the world does not start and stop at your feet, girl. So you see all this attitude of, I don't know, please, 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 that you're doing. The world is not going to fall at your feet. We started celebrating my 18th year anniversary. And I was telling them something because, I'm modeling a lot of things to these girls. Yes, they don't know. They'll get it along the way. And I say to them, girl, you would be a good wife, excellent mother, dependable staff, colleague, or team player, active, agile, on top-notch minister, capable financial guru. You will do all those things together. You will not say because you're a mother, your business will suffer. Okay. You will not say because you're doing business, the work of God in your hand will suffer. You will not say because you have money, your children will suffer. You will find a way to juggle it all up. So when you say, oh, my daughter, she's so stressed. This one, I need her to face academics. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. You want her to be high here and low here. She's imbalanced. Tomorrow she will start having children. Then she'll have mental breakdown. Because it's all too much for her. It's all too much. She can't take it. I have girls that send me emails. Atetima, I had a mental breakdown this week. What happened to you? You hear the teacher gave us too much assignment, and then at the same time, my friends were just annoying me, and then at the same time, my mother will not let me breathe. So you have a mental breakdown, just like that? Like seriously? In our days, how many things did we have to juggle with it? How many breakdowns did we break down? What does this tell you? The way we are raising our girls, we need to change it. Change the template. Stop raising weaklings. Stop raising jellyfishes. Girls, the Bible calls them pillars in the palace. Pillars. Your girls are pillars. Without pillars, a solid building cannot stand. So if the pillar is falling, then what becomes of the building? So why are we raising girls that any small stress, bam, they are breaking down, they're shutting down, they're having panic attack, they're having anxiety, what is the problem? What exactly is the problem? Please, 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 let's stop raising weaklings. Let's stop raising weaklings. It's tough. Yes, I know, my darling. Encourage them. I'm not saying you should abandon them or you should just be wicked to them. Encourage them. Give them what it is, the counsel they need to stay strong so that they can pull through to the end. Oh, we need to rush now. The next one is negotiation. Negotiation is a life skill, is a life navigation skill. This is what a girl needs to help her get what she wants without crossing boundaries or core values. So this is what you want, right? Okay, come and convince me. Because a negotiation is an agreement. It's a compromise. Oh, mommy, I want this, I want that, I want that. Now, the thing with negotiation is that it takes her off the zone of rebelling. She doesn't have to rebel to get what she wants. She doesn't have to fight. Yesterday, somebody sent me a message. Auntie Etima, I need to connect you to this lady because she and the kind of fight, her daughter is giving her a run for her money. And I'm like, I already see a gap. Why does everything have to end up in fighting? Why? Initially, if you don't know, yes, I can understand, but This is why we're learning. You have to teach your daughter to come to you with her strong points. That is what the Bible says now. God Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, said, bring before me your strong reasons. That is negotiation. So if God can negotiate, why can't we negotiate? Why can't we teach our daughters to negotiate and say, you know what, if I do this and you let me do this, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to do. So you give up and she gives up a bit. You want to go to this school, I'll pay the fees, you will fend for your feeding. Everybody happy. That's the school you want, right? Very expensive school, very good school. Take it, but you know what? I'm not paying for feeding. Okay, mom, that's fine. We move. I know a parent that told her daughter, you will choose between going to Canada. If you go to Canada, we'll pay your fees and your logistics, but we will not care for your upkeep. Or you go to Nigeria, go to this school, equally very good, one of the very good schools in Nigeria, very expensive too, but we will, because it will be cheaper than going abroad, we would fend for everything. And the girl chose going to Canada and fending for herself. Then she now came back for another negotiation. Mommy, daddy, for me to fend for myself, I need skills. I need to learn what to use to earn money in Canada. So they taught her how to do bulk cooking, like catering. They gave her like 4 powerful skills she can use to earn in Canada. Case closed, everybody happy. No fighting. Why do you see that fight with the girl on the phone? Why were they not negotiating? Why? Why did you not teach this girl to come with a negotiation agreement in her hands, armed with it, to come and meet her parents? This is why you see, I thought that you should teach them to think first. If you cannot think, you can't negotiate. What will you use to negotiate? You see? You see the way all the skills are intertwined? You see? If the girl knows how to think, she will not come to you asking for a phone just like that. An expensive phone, maybe in the eyes of the parents. She'll come to you with her strong points. That is negotiation. I love to see, and you know what? I noticed that my girls know how to negotiate with me a lot. Oh. Tetima, if you do this, that means you do this. Tetima, if you do, and I'm like, yes, let's go. Deal, 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 deal. I love it. I love it. Let's go to the last one. Dressing and modesty. This is a skill because it actually builds people. Rather, it builds people's perception of your daughter. You see, just last week we talked extensively about nudity. We talked about how we need to start, insisting that our girls dress right. I need us to understand that how your daughter dresses will determine how she's addressed and what is addressed to her. Did you get that? They used to tell us in our days that how you dress, how you be addressed. There's more. How you dress is going to determine how you are addressed and what is addressed to you, what is given to you, what is the price tag on you, your value, your worth. That is it. So you're not going to say, oh no, she's just, this is what they are wearing now. That's how some parents make choices based on what is trending, based on what is reigning. Old school versus nude. Must your skin show? It's a skill, because let me share something that happened recently. I don't know how many of us saw when one celebrity, everybody knows a celebrity. I think they say she's a TV star or something, music icon or something like that. She went to the IG's office, IG of police, dressed indecently. People dragged her. If she was to get favor by going there, she's going to lose it. She is going to lose it. So what is going to be addressed to her is going to be if it was a contract, it was an opportunity, if it was maybe a platform or something, they're not going to address it to her. No, 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 they're not going to address it to her, because you go and disgrace the whole Nigeria. You are going to the IG's office. The IG is like in the 10 most important people in Nigeria, the IG is one of them. The IG of police, I didn't talk about police commissioner in the States. The IG of police, you went to his office. We see through. And then you want what? What exactly are you looking for? You went there to tell him that you want to get him into it, and he will come and he will grant you your request. Please, can we go back and read the book of Esther? My favorite Bible character. Did you see how she dressed to see her husband? Those of us that are modeling indecent dressing to our children in the name of my husband likes me sexy. You are welcome. You are very welcome. Your husband likes it like that. Go and see how Esther dressed to go and meet her husband. They will say, way to dress now. And then you now say, I don't just know why nobody likes my daughter. Nobody likes your daughter because she's rubbing off wrongly. The only people she will attract are people that are perverse in their minds. Those are the people she will attract. I don't care what their generation is saying. My Pipi is here. Hello, Pipi, miss you. So, people are going to just look at her and just say, oh, this one, she doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve this position. Oh, she doesn't deserve this goodie. Oh, she doesn't deserve. I don't get it. Look at Okonjo Iweala. Look at Obi Ekwesi. Look at our great Nigerian female icon. Do you see how they dress? These social media celebrities that are confusing our daughters, what else do they have apart from plenty followers and some money that can go down the drain in seconds? What else do they have? Do they really have influence? Do they really? They are projecting to our daughters that they are influencers. Influencers where their influence is stopping in a particular platform. They cannot be influencing on some levels. They cannot be influencing in places that are not shows, concerts, TV, Netflix. That's where their influence is stopping. I believe that our girls were made for more than that. Personally, yes. I believe the Bible says you are the light of the world, not the light of only an industry. Your daughter is the light of the world, not just social media. She's not the light of social media. Let's leave this social media matter alone, I beg. She's not the light of TV. You go to Big Brother star, Big Brother star. Is that where your life starts and ends because you won how many million? So we should not see clearly again. Let's be careful. Let these girls know that we're preparing them for the global stage. I'm going back again to the global stage. There is a global stage. That global stage is bigger than social media. Is bigger than Snapchat. Is bigger than Insta. Is bigger than YouTube. Is bigger than their circles. We're the reigning girls in our circle. Once you just know, it's bigger than their colleges, than which university they go to. Oh, my child is going to. It's bigger than a particular nation. Because some of us have given our daughters this mindset that when you go and school in a particular country, you are bigger and better than others. So even when they go there, they forget who they are, they forget where they are coming from, and they even forget where they are going to. Very dangerous. So they go naked. They go from here to here. You're like, is it not the same child? Is it not the same child? Is it not the same child? We have 7 mountains. We have the whole world. Why are we only emphasizing on media and entertainment? Why? Because it's this media and entertainment sector that enables this whole indecent dressing. I need us to speak to our girls. I need them to know that dressing well is a skill. Combining your clothes well is a skill. It's a skill. You have to know how to do it. You have to know that, oh, I'm going to church. This is how I should dress. I should not go and be a distraction in church. Okay, I'm going to a formal place like an office. This is how I'm to dress. The other day I was saying to one of my girls that she wanted to go somewhere and then she wore slippers. Nice slippers, but it was slippers. Slippers is slippers. And I said, you know what? I heard Bishop Eriko say one time that when I discovered who I was, when I discovered my place in Christ, when I discovered that I'm a king, I stopped going around town with slippers. Every time I wear slippers, personally, I remember that line, that punchline. Because sometimes it's not only about indecent dressing, it's also about inappropriate dressing. So you're not dressing decently, you're not opening your body, but you're not appropriately dressed. You just carry sleeveless down, you're going to a formal place. Can't you throw a jacket on it? You're going to a casual place. Why are you so seriously dressed? What do you want to tell us that you're very, that's what? So inappropriate dressing, indecent dressings are all a lack of dressing skill and modesty skill. Inappropriateness, immodesty. So, they want to make hair. And this is the fight I fight even with my daughters. Why must the hair touch bum bum? Why must it touch your knees? Why must it touch your feet? You're not being modest. You want to fix nails. Why must the nails be very long? You want to use colored hair. Why must it be? Do you know that in the school of fashion and elegant styling, extreme colors of hairs is seen as not being stylish, not being elegant. It's an unelegant or non-elegant way of dressing. So you see this, your hair is pink, your hair is red, you're not elegant. In the school of elegance, you're not elegant. These are all the kind of skills that we should teach our girls. You're going for a birthday party, you're dressed like somebody that is I don't understand. They need to see, I'm listing it as a skill to thrive because this is one skill that has caused girls to lose a lot of favors. That has caused girls to lose a lot of opportunities. Big opportunities. I'm serious. Big opportunities. Because of the way they look. So they give to them what they don't deserve. Please. Let us not just assume or leave it to let them, all these girls will be okay now. She wants to let her go to Pinterest. She'll see how to dress there. Don't leave the dressing of your girls to social media or to technology or to the internet. Don't. Teach them how to dress regal. Teach them how to dress elegant. Teach them how to dress like queens, not even princesses, queens. Because it's a mindset. Royalty is a mindset. I need to stop now. The assignment I have for you is to list these 7 things and then to start ticking them. This is number 6, negotiation. And this is number 7, dressing and modesty. List these 7 things and start ticking. Which one have you gotten right? Which one are you still in the process of getting? Which one don't you have at all? Or I mean your daughter. Which skill have you not developed? Which skill have you not developed? Go and develop it well. Because a skill is something that you do well. So if she's not yet doing it well and without your interference, then you have a lot of work to do. If your girls are not in the girls of Beleo, if your girls are not there, ages 6 to 8, 9 to 13, 14 to 18, undergraduates and boarders, Beleo, come and join us. Very, very easy to join us. Very easy to join us. Just send a message to admin's number 0809 880 0339. Registration is already ongoing. We have a capacity that we can take for all the classes, so don't be left out. And of course, we're having our emotions mastery for Gen Z class. Yes, that class is a training for both girls and boys, and it's taking place in November. It's just 5K. 5K. If you want it to get a replay, you pay 10K. So you better just register for the class so that you can have access to all the conversations. We're going to deal a lot with things like mental toughness, handling crises, emotions, intelligence, etc. So it is something that your child needs to build mental toughness. Make sure that every child ages 10 and above, both boys and girls, are there. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, I can see your comments. Kelly, thank you. Thank you, Ogenetega. Thank you, Auntie Tessie. Thank you, Mama Grace. Thank you, Odunjo. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, Choma. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, my baby Folake. Thank you, Mrs. D. Thank you, Choma. Thank you for being such an amazing scripter. Thank you, Mrs. Fifunwa. Always here, the mother of one of my amazing girls. Thank you, Chidima. God bless you. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, Mrs. Augusta Young. Thank you, Kate Ene. Thank you, Uzoma. Thank you, Agura. Thank you, Temitope. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Mercy Victor. God bless you guys. And please don't forget to share. Thank you, Onome. I can see you. God bless you. Please don't forget to share this session with your friends and your loved ones. Let's solve the problem before it comes. Yes. Thank you guys, and do enjoy the rest of your day and your week. I celebrate you. Remember to join the Girls Hub now.